Burro's tail is a very nice looking succulent which grows very slowly. So it is very good for keeping it inside the house on a south facing windowsill where it gets a lot of sunlight and it doesn't outgrow the planter very quickly. For example, this plant is about 1 year old and it is not that big. And the only problem with this one is that the leaves are so delicate that you just touch them as you are working with them, all the leaves will start falling. So just like any other succulent, they like direct sunlight and very little water. And the soil should be loose and it should have a lot of coarse sand. So preferably succulent potting soil mix. And the planter should have good drainage. To propagate this plant, there are two ways. One is that you can take a cutting. For example, here I cut this branch 1 week ago, and you just leave it in a shaded area so that the callus form on the cut end, so that when you put it in the soil it doesn't rot. And then you just remove a few leaves and they just come out so easily. And then just stick it in to a potting soil mix, and that's it. So as I am pushing it down, more leaves are falling, but that's fine. You can just put the leaves in the same planter, and in a few weeks this plant will start to grow. And also the leaves, some of the leaves will start to develop roots and you will see new plants. For example, I planted this about 2 months ago and it is growing very nicely. And if you look carefully here, you see that those leaves have started to develop small florets, or more leaves are coming out of it. So basically that's what happens. So let me show you here. So you can see the root and fresh leaves coming out. So you can take a few leaves and just throw them in, or whenever you are working with this plant, some of these leaves will fall out. So just put them in a planter and mist them once in a while and they'll start to grow leaves. So lot of light, very little water, because as you can see the leaves are really thick, so they don't need much of the water, but you have to watch it and don't let it shrivel. And they don't need too much of fertilizer or anything. Just have a succulent potting soil mix, or take a regular potting soil mix and add some coarse sand to it. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.